Howdy, folks. Welcome back. Let me make an adjustment here. Okay. Today is February 10th, 2023. Here we are over at the GOES X-Ray Flux, and you can see we've had a couple of little M flares here today. Maybe a little one right there. So maybe 4 or 5, but not really too big. These small little spikes are barely above the line. So we've had a few M flares, but we're currently riding in middle C range, which is good. That's good news. That's where we should be. So we have a little bit of good news to report on tonight. Okay. So here we are. This is the sun's Schumann resonance, and the sun's chugging right along, doing okay. It spit out a few M flares today, which is normal activity for right now, and thank God it's nothing bigger. So that's a little good news to report. Hello, folks in the chat. Welcome. Okay, so we saw that. Good evening. All right, let's move on here. Here we are over at the Schumann again. Okay, and since it won't let me zoom in any harder, we're just going to remove the camera again. And we're going to take a look at our Schumann and our line right here. This is the line we want to pay attention to going across. And as we kind of go closer in, you can see here, sorry about my shaky hand, that we've had a little fade, then it popped back to life, then a little fade, pops back to life, a little fade, this sharp little screech right here that went off the page, that's not good, but it kept chugging along. Here's another little screech up at the upper crust. I believe this is lower crust resonance and this is upper crust resonance, okay? And what's good is there's nothing going on down here, none of these humps. I think the next time we see one of these humps starting to grow and then come back down, expect another earthquake, because that was the case last time. So here we are, just look at the latest here. We had another little kind of fading there and a little fading here, but it's barely squeaking along, okay? So that's good news, even though we're forward and reverse, which I believe is the case, because that's what all this instrumentation is indicating. I pray I'm wrong, but doesn't appear to be. Now, something else I want to report on here. Let's come over here to seeds. This is where I usually report from, okay? That's where I did a lot of my videos and stuff from the past. This whole bar of information right here is worthless. Let me show you just real quick here. Zoom in here so you guys can see. Okay, there's no data for these days. This was an important event that we have nothing to report on. They're hiding it. These days that they did have data, every event on them was scrubbed so they look like there's just no activity on these days, so they're worthless. Then here we are the last 4 days, they're hiding this material. And I know they're hiding this material because I go over to another instrument here to check it out. But first, before we leave here, I'm going to show you Stereo A. Look, Stereo A's data is all in. They're showing you this. Okay, so we'll click on Stereo A. Just give it a second here. Do you watch Earth Changes channel on YouTube? Check it out. Yeah, I do watch Earth Changes. I watch everybody. You'd be surprised at who I watch. I might be watching you sometimes without you knowing. Anyways, here we are, Stereo A, and you can see we've had big blasts today, okay? This is, let me scroll down. This is February 10th, 2023, okay? So they're not showing you the big blasts that we're having. Well, they are, but they're showing you from Stereo A. There appears to be another object captured in this one. No big deal. We're so used to that now. Over here, it's this little dark patch surrounded by plasma, as usual. We'll back it up just a little bit. Oops, that was forward. Back it up. It's riding right on this spire of, look how long this spire of plasma coming off is. So it's riding right along that, moving on out. Not much to see there. What I really wanted to report was the lack of data from George Mason University. That's who puts this up, and they're covering stuff up because we're about to come over to here. Whoopsie, I didn't want you to see that yet. Okay. Why did they block the info? Because it's not good news, all right? Now here we are over at our regular instrument. Oh, I need to adjust our lighting here. My bad. Ugh. Sometimes you guys can't see properly. Tell me in the chat, hey, I fixed that, dummy. All right, let's back up here, and we're just going to show you. Here's the data from February 8th to current day, and we're going to show you the last 3 days of data that they're hiding. I'm just going to scroll through this kind of slowly. Well, here, we'll just kind of go like this. So here we are going through the 8th. There was this activity on the 8th right there. And here we are into the 9th. Okay, there's another blast right here on the 9th. And we keep creeping. Here, let me start scrolling now. Okay, because here we are into the 10th now. Here's our blast right here. This one almost looks like it might be coming earth facing, but look at this up top. We had this polar crown activity going on the other day, which isn't like the first time it's ever happened. You know, it's strange that it's happening now with this activity, the sun doing its job, but here we have this magnetic or big CME coming off the top of the sun, it appears. Now I'll have to get more data to find out that's the backside or the top, but that appears to be right off the top. I didn't have enough time to go through all the instrumentation to get to this to find out, but I'm pretty sure that's right off the top of the sun right there. So we had polar crown effect up there, and now we're having this effect. It appears that the sun's core is doing something, and we're seeing it's preparing for its magnetic reversal, which I showed you coming on previous charts in my previous videos. Okay? So there is data on this. They're just covering it up. They don't want you to see the difference model because there's stuff showing up in there. And what was it here? It was yesterday's little CME. Where is it? Right. It was this one. Right here. This CME has a little object in it right here in the core. You know what? Let's zoom in on this real quick if I'm going to report on it. Let's see it. Okay. So I'm just going to slide this back and forward a little bit. All right. So here it is here, coming out. It's this dark little patch. If I go back and forth, you can see it. It's this little guy right here, all right? But then it gets to this position, and this streak goes right through the middle of it. Now, at the bottom of this is a little UFO. It's like either shooting a laser or shooting something going across this object right here. The object is round. It's right in that dark patch right in there, okay? Now, let's see if I can zoom in even harder because I wanted to show you the actual UFO and its movement into that position. So we're just going to keep going like this. I think I might have to go in just a little bit harder here. All right. There we go. Now, hopefully I can get to my... Yeah, okay. So, it moves. All right, let's see if I can get to my buttons now. Okay. Okay. It starts off as this little white dot. The next frame, it moves to here. It backs up a little bit, right to here. Right to here, sorry. Then it fires its little laser, or whatever, right across the bow of that thing. Now watch it. It's here, here, and here. So we're going to go through this little sequence real quick. I'll move my hand out of the way, if it'll let me. Uh-oh. No, hopefully it'll let me. Oh, dear. And now I've lost it. Okay, well, it was a little UFO there that had moved into position and fired across the bow of that object. Okay, it wasn't much to see, but there are little craft out here. These little things are dancing around, and that one appeared to have fired a shot across the bow there. Where'd it go? Oh, come on, please stop messing with me. Well, anyways, it's this one right here. And as you can see, it's firing right across the bow, right in the path of that object, all right? So, now let's move on to the next thing. Not that one. Where's my other ones? Oh, I can't get to them now. There we go. Okay, here, let's get to this instrument. Just bear with me real quick here. I'm trying to show you the whole day. All right. And we have had so much activity going on with our magnetic field lines that we will be reporting on this a lot more now. I just need to zoom in properly and get it to where you guys can see it. Oh, there we go. Now, let's see if I can get to my thing. All right. So here we're going to go through this. This is the very beginning of today, the 10th, the 10th. And you can see our red line stretching out. We're going to start counting. Okay, so there is 1. Here comes 2. Oh, that one went back in. There goes 3, 4, 5, 'Ooh, I don't know. Can we count that one? 5, no. 5.5, we'll just say 5. Now, note how we have field lines reaching in from over here. It seems like there might be something out here pulling on us, but 5. Okay, here comes 6. Look at this, you guys. Look at that snarled mess of closed field lines and IMF lines and polar lines just all swirling around. The polar lines and the IMF lines are swirling around inside this closed magnetic field line. This is still within Earth's magnetic field, this huge magnetic mess. This is what the Earth is spitting out, are these magnetic fur balls. Okay, as we continue, that was 6, I believe, right? Here comes another one. That's 7. That's 8. Wow, look at this. 8. There goes 9, it appears. Make sure that we're all done there. Oh, we're not done yet. 9. Okay. Here goes what? 10? Jeez. Yeah, so 10. And that's just on the first half. We're only at 1500 here. So what I got to do is I got to zoom out of this. Oh, wait. Can I go to the other one now? Let me. So let me zoom out of this real quick and go to the other one. So the second half of this day. Let me. Here it is back here. All right, here's the second half of this day. Whoa, don't give it away yet. Gotta zoom in. All right, zooming on in for you. Okay. All right, now we're gonna start going through this frame by frame. Those are magnetic field lines. Those are magnetic, like CMEs that the Earth is spitting off. The Earth cannot spit out a coronal mass ejection, so it comes out in the form of an EMP. These are electromagnetic pulses that are magnetically swirled and disturbed because the core is rotating backwards inside its shell. It is throwing out swirled magnetic looped messes. Okay, now here we go for the second half of today. So we were at what, 10, I believe? And as we continue, 10, and you can tell here comes another one, 10, there it goes, 11, ooh, 12, here comes a 13, I'll stick with 12. See this jumbled mess over here? This is not right. So 12, we'll say. Now look at this. It's coming back in. These field lines are going way out here and then looping back around in. 12, and then look at this. It's like something is reaching in from over here. I don't know. So 12. We're going to continue here. I'm trying to get through this because I have much more to show you. 12, here's 13. Look at that snarled mess. 12, 13. And I'm being conservative. I'm not counting every single one if it's not qualified enough for me. So 13. Uh-oh. Here comes 14. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Closed field lines. IMF lines, all tight and swirled. So it was 14, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think we're on 14. 14. Here's another little snarl mess. I'll count that as 15. Here goes 16. Okay. So 16 of those snarl messes. And where was the one that I wanted to really focus on? That's not today. My bad. Hang on. We didn't have the proper. It switched on me. Aha! My bad. Let it load up here real quick. That was showing yesterday. So, are we on the proper day now? Okay, 210. I want to go from 15 to the rest. Okay, so this is going to pick up a little bit here. Where we left off. So right about 15 is right there. Okay, so, oops. So 15, this is the second half of today. That last little second half was wrong, so our count was wrong. I believe we were at number 8 or something along the line on the first half. No, it was 10. It was 10. So, if we were at 10, and we're picking up here, 10, I don't know, but we're having some weird magnetic disturbances here. 10. Because, yeah, the count wasn't that high when I counted it before. Alright, so everything's kind of looking good, but look at these IMF lines reaching from back here for some reason. There's no extended red lines. We're having nice, smooth, polar cap lines and everything. But for some reason, there's IMF lines. IMF lines come from another outside magnetic source. Is there something back behind us that's latching on to our IMF lines? I don't know. It just stays there for a while when we're not reaching out to it. Maybe that's the reason why we're seeing them go backwards for some reason too. I don't know. But here we are continuing on. I lost count. Doesn't matter because this is... All right. 12 probably. Come on, where's that one? Now, see that? Look at this. All right, backed up. Now, you see these outside IMF lines? This outside magnetic closed loop, it looks like. Watch this. It spits out a polar... Oh, no, our polar connects to it. But look, it spits out this swirled mess of IMF lines. This thing spit out IMF lines. Do you see that? Backed up. Here we go forward. See that? What the heck is going on? Now here comes another one out from us that just kind of... Here we go. This is the one I was talking about. Look at this, you guys. What is going on? That is a huge swirled magnetic mess still within the closed field lines of the Earth, okay? That is not good. This is the Earth spitting out these magnetic fur balls. Look at that, you guys. It's off the page. I bet over here it's even bigger and tighter and swirled. Okay. So that was like number 13 or 14 maybe. Okay. So that's the one I really wanted to focus on is these outside IMF lines reaching out here. Okay. Before this event happens, see them coming out? This, whatever this is over here, looks like it spits out its own. We're backwards, okay? We're going backwards. Okay, here we are. Here's these IMF lines reaching from some other source, okay? Now we're going forward. Here's ours reaching out, okay? They almost touch. This thing spits out that blob, and then ours reacts with another blob. Boom. That thing is just nuts. Whatever that magnetic blob is right there. It took a bunch off the planet. The planet kicked out a bunch because it's overcharged. That's why. Okay. Now, we spent enough on that one. Just real quick, I'll bring you over here to the earthquake map. We're still seeing small earthquakes going on over in Turkey. I believe these are not aftershocks. These are little independent quakes. They do seem to be reducing. We finally had a 4.0. This is the first one I've seen, that's almost a 3, This is the lowest we've seen is a 4.0 so far out of this whole mess. And that's just today's. I'm not showing the whole week's worth. I just want you guys to see today's. And they were 4.0, what, 4.2, 4.2, 4. What was the other one? A 4.2. Yeah, so they're kind of dying down in intensity, which is good. I don't think we're over yet. There's going to be another one of these events around the world here, probably here real soon. This isn't going to be the only place that experiences stuff like this. So, as we move on, now, hang on, let me take a sip here. Okay. Now, I had a comment. Somebody commented on a box-shaped thing around the sun. And what I want to do here is address that subject because I have been seeing the same thing for a long time, and I just never reported on it because. So here we are at this image right here, okay? And just so you know, that is current. It's actually the 11th UTC time or whatever. That was just a little while ago, okay? Oopsie, go back to that frame. Okay, now what we're looking at is the magnetosphere of the Earth, all right? This white side denotes the daytime side, black the nighttime side. Solar wind is coming at us from that direction, all right? I think you guys have seen this before. Now, something I wanted to point out is in this image, you can make out a box shape like this, okay? The box that we're talking about, the square, runs like this, okay? And when I start running this instrument, you're going to see the box, okay? So let me just get down here a little bit, and I'm just going to move this backward and forward. Okay, you guys look at that little... Where's a good one? Okay. Now you see this? Okay. I want you to look first before I start commenting. Now, where was the one? All right, this image right here, you can see this line on the box, all right? The corner would be up here, the other corner's here, there's corners over here to it too, and we'll point those out later. But here I just want you to focus on this back line. Now this box could be a digital artifact from the camera. These instruments are data that are put into model form, okay? That's how we have to see this stuff, is taking data and putting it into model form, right? So that's what this instrument is doing. It's not entirely 100% accurate, but these are readings that their model is sure not 100% box, but we're going to kind of go through this a little bit because I'm going to make a little argument here for this box. I really don't want to because I don't want to start a whole controversy about some box around the earth, okay? But, okay, that was the end of it. Now, we're going to go back to the beginning here. So, apparently, as we get here to this part right here, we are seeing pressure on the back side, on the nighttime side of the earth. When the CME comes in, why are we getting pressure on the back side? Okay, now you see this pressure. There's no CME really out front here. There's no pressure really here. It's all here. Okay. Okay, now watch this. You see how this red line is following the shape of the box? It doesn't go outside that box. Do you see this? Okay, then we're going to get to, where's a good one here? Something I want to point out. Where's a good one? Let's go back to this red section here. Bear with me for a second. I'm trying to look for a certain image because I want to point something out. Is hopefully during this you guys are seeing this box effect and how it is taking wind, solar wind is hitting that and bouncing back in, putting pressure, then it's pointing back out. Okay? Their instrumentation is showing solar wind going over this, getting disrupted by this line pushing pressure back on the backside of our magnetosphere and then rebounding backwards in the solar wind. That's showing me, see this right there? See that? That's showing me that this box is actually there. I don't know. You see this right here? See it pointing backwards? That's pressure coming in, yet pointing backwards. How's that work? Unless it's affected by some kind of magnetic field, force field, square shape. I hate reporting on this part because it's just too unbelievable, okay? And it could be a camera effect. It could be the lens, the aperture. But this doesn't have a lens. This doesn't have an aperture. This is data in a model. And the data is showing this. That is like an effect from this box. Doesn't that look, don't it look like Nibiru right there? With wings? Can you see how another planetoid body with plasma going streaking past it, electrifying in its wake, would have wings? See? That's how it works. That's how it happens to these little planetoids. It gives them the winged effect. And I believe this box is, I don't know. I'm going to leave that up to you guys. Let you use your discernment. Oh, this is the frame too. Now I'm really going to zoom in for you guys because not many opportunities do we get to see the outside corners of this box. It would be right there and right there. Those are the very tips. Okay? And you can see it would come over, turn the corner right at that tip, come down, turn the corner right at that, come across and up. Okay? And you will see this react to this square shape sometimes. That's why I don't like reporting on this kind of stuff because most of my stuff is unbelievable anyway, so I might as well just go there. All right? So it appears we have some kind of force field or whatever that creates backside pressure on the night side time of the Earth. Okay? As if things aren't crazy enough. Now, let me back out of this a little bit so I can control it a little more. Okay. And I want to try to keep it within view. I'm going to have to do it one last time. All right, thank you for your patience, you guys. I wish I had a team to help me with this. Also, I want you to take a nice look at this sharp dent right here coming in. When this activity happens, it causes this flow disruption and causes these weird dents. See that? Can you guys see this weird box effect? I mean, and it's affecting the flow. It's what's hard to deny. See this flow going around it? And then it kind of stops and disappears. Then it reappears again when flow. See that defined line right there? Oh wait, you guys can't see it. Let me zoom harder in on it. Alright, when it starts showing a defined, whoops, my bad. Stay. Defined line like that, that's the data that is this satellite is choking out, is that there's some kind of line right there, okay? That's all I'm saying, is that's what this instrument is showing. I'm not saying there's a box around the planet, but something weird is being captured on our satellites. And since this is going on to our planet, I will be reporting on this instrument more in the backside pressure at nighttime. Determines destiny and gravity capable of this back pressure. It is capable, but I don't believe it's from our moon. It's from an outside body. In fact, I showed you that outside body last night. So if you're not sure, go over to my video last night and watch it, and I'll show you. Okay, now that was tonight's gem. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's gem, because I got another one for you. We're going to close out with this, okay? To keep you guys on your toes and thinking, all right? I got your minds open now. I need you to really hold on tight for this one, okay? This is Dr. Bob Proctor, and he will make you question reality. So, turn the volume on. Okay, and you guys ready? Here we go. Your gem after gem.
And who they are, they'll give you their name. They'll say, I'm Bob Proctor, but I'm not. Bob and Proctor are two words. My parents give them to me. They're called names, but it's not me. It's my name. Then somebody will say, well, this is me, but this isn't me either. It's my body. Like, you never phone down here to the studio and say, body won't be in today, it's sick. We don't say am hand or am leg. It's my hand, my leg, my body, my name. Who am I? We live simultaneously on three planes of understanding. We're spiritual creatures, we have an intellect, and we live in physical bodies. But because we lack awareness or understanding of who we are, we're totally locked into a physical world, and we let things outside of us control us. 95% of the population are reacting to life. They're not really living at all. A person's successful if they know where they are, and they know where they're going, and they're progressively moving in that direction. If you had...
Okay. I know that was pretty quick, so we're going to dissect it real quick. I know maybe it bugs you guys when I do this, but I'm going to dissect it anyway. So he says, if you ask a person, let's just go through it.
They are, they'll give you their name. They'll say, I'm Bob Proctor, but I'm not. Bob and Proctor are two words. My parents give them to me. They're called names, but it's not me. It's my name. Then somebody will say, well, this is me, but this isn't me either. It's my body. Like, you never phone down here to the studio and say, body won't be in today, it's sick. We don't say am hand or am leg. It's my hand, my leg, my body, my name. Who am I?
Who are you? Ask yourself, who are you? Okay?
We live simultaneously on three planes of understanding. We're spiritual creatures, we have an intellect, and we live in physical bodies.
You get that? We're spiritual creatures. We have intellect inside a physical body. Listen closely.
But because we lack awareness or understanding of who we are, we're totally locked into a physical world, and we let things outside of us control us. 95% of the population are reacting to life. They're not really living at all.
Are you reacting to life? Are you living at all? Are you the 95%? I sure hope you're not, because I'm trying to bring you the knowledge and understanding that he was talking about so that you can get out of that 95% and be the 5% that are really living at all. One more time. You want a suggestion on how to get out of that 95%? If you're that 95%, he gives you the answer. Here it comes.
Successful if they know where they are and they know where they're going and they're progressively moving in that direction. If you ask the average person who they are, they'll give you their name. They'll say, I'm Bob Proctor, but I'm not. Bob and Proctor are two words. My parents give them to me. They're called names, but it's not me. It's my name. Then somebody will say, well, this is me, but this isn't me either. It's my body. Like, you never flown down here to the studio and say, body won't be in today. It's sick. We don't say am hand or am leg. It's my hand, my leg, my body, my name. Who am I?
Who are you?
We live simultaneously on three planes of understanding. We're spiritual creatures, we have an intellect, and we live in physical bodies. But because we lack awareness or understanding of who we are, we're totally locked into a physical world, and we let things outside of us control us. 95% of the population are reacting to life. They're not really living at all.
They're not really living at all. I'm trying to get you guys to live, okay? That's why I'm bringing you this awareness and this understanding, so you guys will live, okay? Because there's not much time left. If you knew that there was, say, 8 days left, February 18th, would you live? Huh? Are you living? Look back at your life. Did you live at all? Or were you controlled, always worrying, letting life control you? Well, with little time left, maybe it's time that you start living. Okay? That's all I got for tonight, you guys. I love you. I bring this to you because I love you guys, all right? I miss you all, and you know what? Before we sign out, something I never really do is address the chat room. You know, I'm always ignoring you guys, and you guys come up with questions and stuff, and I'm sorry I always ignore you because I'm busy trying to make a video. So go ahead. Somebody ask a question. I'll try to answer something the best I can. Now's the time to bang out a question, chat room. Anything that you feel it is a thank you. Thank you all. And I'm sure I gave you plenty to think about tonight, okay? And I showed you those, the Android type robot things with skin. That's old footage. That was a long time ago, you know. So Planet X, yes, Planet X is a good question. Planet X is real. It showed up right when it was supposed to on September 10th of 2017, and we're going to go right to that because I want to point it out for you now that you asked. Okay, yeah, Lord, I'm just going to go to it. Okay, oh, you know what I need to do? I need to type that one in. Wake up call. Those of you who just were here for the video, you can pass now. I'm just going to start going to the chat room now and doing the thing there now. Just for you guys, all right?
Welcome back, folks.
All right.
This is...
All right. Whoever was just asking about Nibiru, here it is. All right, this was September 10th of 2017. This is 13 days before the Revelation 12 star alignment. In the Revelation 12 star alignment, it says a dragon appeared before the woman. Here it is, appearing before the woman.
So it's got a wing coming off on this side and a wing coming off on that side. And that's not all.
This black object.
Just behind that is this big object right here. This is what's causing our flares. Here's a conduit of plasma that is sucking off of our sun, going into this planet. Here's a damage ring or an impact zone on this planet right here. You can see Nibiru sticking out in front of it here.
Okay, can you guys see that image right there? In fact, I drew a picture of it just to demonstrate what this two-dimensional image is. It's actually three-dimensional and is supposed to look like this, okay? That's the sun. That's the conduit of plasma. It's sucking off the sun. This is a damage ring and impact zone that spreads out on the surface of this when this plasma hits. It spreads out in a circular pattern. This is our... Okay, here would be Nibiru sticking out in front. Can you see it there? Okay. answered that question. That's the real Nibiru. These people are taking lens flares and water spots on FAA cameras. The real Nibiru is nearly invisible because it's so dense that it bends and absorbs light. You can't see Nibiru unless it goes by the sun and gets reaction from the sun. But it's absorbing enough energy that it might start glowing on its own here soon, and we will be seeing it. So, another question? Not just Planet X, but two solar star planets. Yeah, this appears to be our binary twin. There was some other activity the day before, some other big objects. There were 3 X flares. This is the third of the 3. The other ones didn't show anything this defined, but it appears that there are more than just this one big object, okay? And the activity that's happening in our sun is being, it's from an outside source, right? The sun is the outside source that's causing the activity on Earth. Therefore, the outside activity on the sun is being caused by this. This thing is bigger than our sun. It has more mass than our entire solar system, okay, you guys? The sun's the biggest thing. It has more mass than all of our planets. And if this thing is that much bigger than our sun, uh-oh. That's the Bible coming true, okay? So, let's see. What else can we report on real quick? You guys got another question for me so we can go to something else? Is this the end of days? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The core is rotating backwards now. Pretty soon, the surface will catch up. It'll have to catch up to the core. It will slow to a halt and then start going backwards. Just like in the Bible, it says the sun will rise in the west and set in the east. That's because the planet will be rotating backwards. Our geologists have recorded this in the ice cores, in the ground. This, celestial cycle, granted however many years, some say 3,600, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Regardless of the years, here's probably what's causing this. This looks like our binary twin that's burned out. They can't see our other sun. They think we're a single sun solar system, but we know that most of them are binary. So maybe we can't see our other sun because it's burned out and it turned into a black hole. This actually fits the definition of a black hole. It's a stellar core. It's the burned out core of a star. It's a stellar core that's more than 5 times the mass of the sun. It absorbs and bends light, so it matches the definition of a black hole. Okay, so hopefully that answers a little something there. What else can we go into? Let's see. That happened 13 days before the star alignment. That should scream volumes. In the Revelation, it said there were 2 signs. Everybody saw the one, but nobody saw the other. There was the woman and the dragon. They all saw the woman, but everybody missed the dragon. God showed this to me. Okay, you guys? This isn't a fluke that I found this. God pointed this out to me. He made me go back into the archives of this. I saw this on somebody's video or whatever, and I had to find out how to go into the archives to find this event and this date. Because I know that this is the second sign. This is the other sign. Okay? It's clear as day. It's clear as day that the Bible is true. Okay? And, thank you, Kenley. Let's think some names. Brad White, Kenley. We got Drop. All some good, loyal fans. Brad White. If it locks on the earth. If it locks onto the earth, I missed it. If it locks onto the earth, we will experience 3 days of darkness and pole reversal. Yes, that's right. And the sun is about to do its flip right now. I showed you the chart. It's going to flip here soon. I believe with our core in the state it is and our weakened magnetosphere, this would be the time that the Earth's magnetic field flips along with the sun. Hopefully it flips along with the sun because we might be polarized and start getting zapped, possibly. So I don't know if it's good or bad, but it looks like the Earth is about to do its magnetic pole shift, you guys. Along when the sun does it, we will go in tow with it. And I showed you Ben Davidson reporting other planets having the same effects. So if they're having those effects, it's going to be our turn soon. Okay? That's just the way it goes. It's going to be our turn soon. And that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to warn you guys. I'm trying to show you guys this shit is real and it's coming. And you can see by the way our governments are reacting right now, they know what's going on and they're shaking in their boots. They're going to they're gonna wipe us out to cover their tracks, and little do they know they're getting wiped out too. I think little do they know. I think they know now. I think they know now. And it screams volumes, you know. In fact, let's just go there because I don't know how much more time we got left, you guys. So I'm just gonna go here, and I'm gonna keep going here.
Welcome back.
I'm gonna keep going here to this video until you guys grasp the gravity of the situation. This is real. This is not Photoshop. This is not fake. This is an actual cloud formation. It's an event that took an hour. The warm wind that kicked up and all the birds that went nuts for an entire hour during this event. And I'm going to play this. I want you guys to understand how important this is. I know there's a lot of activity going on the sun, but I really don't feel like reporting on that stuff right now. Actually, I'm going to revisit an event that happened earlier this year, 2020, around Easter, when I captured what appears to be Jesus in the clouds here. So I need you to tilt your head to the right about 45 degrees, and here's an eye, his other eye, his nose, his mouth, his chin and beard, his hair flowing back like this, and you can make out a crown up here above his head. That crown is hovering over his head. There seems to be almost a little halo around his head too. And once you see that image, then we can zoom in just a little bit tighter. There you go. Are you guys seeing this? Do I need to? Yeah, I need to go a little darker. Yeah. Make that crown pop. Yeah. He's coming with power and great glory. What do you think a crown signifies? Doesn't that signify power and glory? Huh? Can you see Jesus coming in the clouds here? All right. It says, when you see these things start to happen, look up. You will see him coming in the clouds with power and great glory. Gee, you think he's here? I mean, it's only blatantly obvious he's here. But I guess it takes more than this to get you guys to understand, so we're going to continue. Okay, and this event happened over a course of about an hour, and I got a lot of pictures of it. See, if we go up above here, you can see all these pictures up from way over here going across, or all of this event, and I'm going to show you more of what happened here. Okay, here I've taken about 7 or 8 of those pictures and put them together in a flip book, and you can see the different images, and that this event, you know, is taking place here, because there's more that happens here. Okay, so starting here, we're going to go forward a little bit here through a lot of these images, all the way to right about here, where you can see that this face has changed now. Now we're seeing a more round, like lion type face with the nose right here. Here's an eye coming out here, an eye going that way. Here's its mouth slit, the chin going down here. So this round face right here with a crown still above it. Now I'm going to go through and show you the flip book where it changes from Jesus to this lion face. Okay, now we're here at this image right here. This is a flip book of about maybe 15 or 20 of those pictures, and it's the transition between Jesus's face and the lion face. Now this happened in the clouds, and it was so big and in your face you couldn't see it. It wasn't until I took these images and zoomed out and compressed them. You didn't zoom in. They're too big in your face. You have to zoom out to see these. And these images that you're looking at have all been compressed, each frame, and then put into a flip book, and you can clearly see. Okay, do you guys get it? You have to zoom out to see this stuff. It's all over the sky, but you can't see it because it's too close up in your face. These can only be seen from another dimension. When you step back, about 10 steps back, is when you can finally see this. This is being shown in the clouds in another dimension that I'm able to capture and bring to you guys, okay? If this were done by HARP or by man-made, why would they do it in another dimension that you can't see it? Okay? I'm trying to say something loud and clear by saying that instead. Okay? Why would HARP be doing some weird faces like this in the clouds over a certain place on a certain day for only one person to be able to capture and see? Huh? That doesn't make sense. This is God doing this, okay? This is not man-made at all. You can tell it looks weird. The reason why the reason why this looks weird is because this is a miracle. This is what miracles look like. They don't look normal. They look weird. They look strange. They look out of place. All right? You guys are all witnessing a miracle right now. If you open up your minds and realize you are witnessing a miracle.
That weird little lion face or whatever right
Two
there.
of them.
Okay? And this happened back around Easter of 2020.
It's two miracles in one right there. The lion face and Jesus' face, okay? If you really look at it closer, okay? So I think
with Chris.
Yeah, I think I might just leave it here. Let's let this.
It's right around the corner. I think, I just wanted to bring some hope to you folks and show you that, it's really real. It's really happening. And
it's really happening. And I want to bring some hope to you guys, all right? And some knowledge and some understanding so you guys can live, all right? I love you all. I miss you all. God bless you all. And until my next video, bye. Oh, you know what? One more question. I got more time. One more question, you guys. Come on, let's go. Drop Family Garden. Yes, amazing. Let's scroll up a little bit. Brian shows the sign. Very few people were expecting this. Many more will deny it's even possible. Just like Jesus walking on water and being raised from the dead. It just can't happen, right? Well, it can. It does. And you are seeing it. It does happen. These are real miracles here. Any last questions here? Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Kathy Panaya. Please help me pronounce that. I know it's Hawaiian. Pa'aina. Yes, Kathy Pa'aina. Drops Family Garden. Dave. We had, Hopinson's here. Wow, thank you, Hopinson. Ken Pack. Kapachi 1K. Yeah, thank you all. Grace Johnston, Jen Mallard. We got some good old folks that are learning here. All you folks, please share this, okay? This is the most important information. You're not going to see this on the news. I'm telling you, these balloons are coming down because of solar forcing. Those balloons and that whole network are up there for a long, long time, spying on us, doing all sorts of stuff. There's also a suborbital internet communication system, and if this thing goes down, you're going to be experiencing internet problems. Oh wait, didn't we just have internet problems right after that balloon went down? Oh, so yeah, these balloons, regardless of who they belong to and what they're doing, they're all coming down because of the sun and the earth, and that's what they're not telling you. They'd rather have you looking at that than seeing what's going on in your clouds and looking up and understanding that you're going through tribulation. And here we go. All right, that's it for now, I guess. I love you all. I hope this brings you hope, and especially in this time when things are about to go ballistic. So hold on tight, folks. Keep praying. It works, okay? Pray like you mean it, because you're really talking to them. It's for real. So pray like you mean it. You're being heard. You're being watched. It's real. Okay? I love you all. I miss you all. And until my next video, bye. East Coast? East Coast is toast. All the coasts are about to be toast. We got an inbound asteroid that's going to probably hit the ocean, and it'll wipe out coasts all around the world. Just like it said in the Bible, it's going to wipe out 1/3 of the ships. So it's coming. It's going to be probably an asteroid that hits us. That's another thing that we'll address here later on. But I'm sure you guys know about Mike, so listen closely to Mike, okay? Because I know more and he doesn't, let's just say he's leading you down the right path, okay? All right, that's it for tonight. I swear to God I love you all. I swear to God I miss you all. And until my next video, this is it. Bye.